Hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Saturday morning to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. We are in week 4 of our London Bulldogs franchise 2024 season. We're battling off against the New Orleans Saints at Wembley Stadium in London. So, last 2 games were on the road. We beat the Giants and Eagles respectively. I will have the links to the videos in the description if you guys haven't checked it out already. And if you want to watch the videos, you're absolutely welcome to. So, we're battling off against the 0-3 New Orleans Saints. We're hoping to be 4-0 on the season. And in the next coming episodes, we play against the Philadelphia Eagles, but we'll be in London. Dallas Cowboys, whom we faced in week 1 in Arlington, Texas, and the Ravens and Browns. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you at kickoff.
Today, from London, England, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports. It's the London Bulldogs taking on the New Orleans Saints.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is kickoff time here at Wembley Stadium in London, England. So, the New Orleans Saints kick this one off, and Jalen Ramsey is about to return the kickoff here for the London Bulldogs. So, he's going to get stopped at the 30-yard line. We get to see Joe Flacco and the London Bulldogs step onto the field for the first time in this episode. And we're going to do a quick slants route here on 1st down and 10. So Joe Flacco, he is ready to throw this football. He's going to pass this to Larry Fitzgerald. He uses a nice spin move there. He gets stopped at the 36 for a gain of 34 yards on that play. So we have now passed 750 passing yards this season. And we are going to use the 26 duo run play, and we're going to use some Frank Gore. Well, I'm just going to use halfback ISO. I don't care what running play it is. At least I gain a couple hundred yards in today's episode is the goal. So, Frank Gore, he had 1 rush and 15 yards in there. So, that results in a 1st down and 10. So, I am going to put in some Sterling Shepard for my London Bulldogs football team. He's going to play today. And Joe Flacco, he's going to throw this to Sterling Shepard. And Sterling Shepard claims the first touchdown reception of the game for the London Bulldogs. So London is going to lead this one 7-0 here at the home of at the home of Buckingham Palace. And we'll see you guys when we're on defense. Alright, the New Orleans Saints are stepping onto the field for the first time on offense. So the Saints, they are going to throw this football. Actually, he gets sacked by Cameron Wake, and the Saints do recover. So Cameron Wake gets the first sack of the game defensively for the London Bulldogs football team. So this will now result in a 2nd and 12 now from the 31-yard line. So they lost about 2 yards there, which really isn't that much. And it's intercepted by Tony Jefferson there. So this means the Saints do get their first turnover of the football game. And we are back on offense. So this will be a 1st down and 10. We're going to use a 26 duo alert X smoke run play on 1st down and 10 featuring Frank Gore. So Frank Gore has possession of the football. He's going to use a juke move. He uses another juke move there that time, and he gets stopped at the 32. So a gain of 26 yards on that play. So he nearly has 500 yards, and he only has like about 115 rushing yards left to get 500, so that's going to be really interesting to see. Now Frank Gore, he is still on his feet whatsoever. He does get stopped though at the 11, so he has 3 carries and 61 yards there. And this will still result in a 1st and 10. So Flacco hands this off to Frank Gore, and Frank Gore is going to get his first rushing touchdown of the game and the second one for him on the season. So London leads this one 14-0. All right, now first down and 10 from the 30-yard line. So they're going to throw this football that is claimed to have been intercepted there. Would have been intercepted, but it was still out of bounds either way. Saints are still on offense. Bulldogs are on defense. So London likes to play some defense. Make a spectacular defensive play. So this will be a 3rd down and 6 here for New Orleans. So New Orleans, they're going to try to move the chains here. They don't want to claim another turnover in this game, so they're going to have to throw this football, and that, my friends, is going to be incomplete. So this will result in a 4th down and 8 now. So the New Orleans Saints will be required to punt, and Larry Fitzgerald of my London Bulldogs is ready to return the punt. He's been playing for 20 plus seasons now. Keep in mind, this is the 2024 season, and he gets stopped about the 48-yard line is where I'm guessing, and that's where they tell us, 48-yard line. So this is going to be a 1st down and 10 from the 48. Joe Flacco hopes to throw this football pretty deep there as he tries to conclude the first quarter. We take a timeout. I know I don't generally do this, timeouts in the first quarter, but it's more of a second quarter and fourth quarters, sometimes third. But I just had to think of my game plan there for just a moment since we're at goal line. And Frank Gore does get a touchdown. He gets his 2nd of the game, 3rd on the year, and they will lead this one 21-0. Okay, 2nd and 1 now. DJ Williams will be the quarterback for the Saints for the 2nd quarter, so he's going to run this. This is the beginning of the 2nd quarter here. London leads this 21-0 in this game, which is surprising to see how well we've progressed. I mean, you guys saw that awesome interception there made by Tony Jefferson and the sack by Cameron Wake. So that's how well our defense has been proven. I mean, we're at a 90, I'm saying 95 overall defense, and Thomas Davis makes the sack, and T-Sizzle makes a fumble recovery here for London. So London will have possession of the football, as this will be a 1st down and 10 here for the Bulldogs. So New Orleans has 2 turnovers in this game. London has none. So Frank Gore, he uses that juke move there, and he's still on his feet. He gets stopped at the 20. So Thomas Davis there got his 4th sack of the season. And this will be at the 20-yard line. The clock is winding down pretty fast, I'd have to say. And it's almost a 2-minute warning coming up. So we use that juke move there, and we get a touchdown. So the London Bulldogs will lead this 29-0. Frank Gore gets his 4th touchdown of the season. And we'll see you guys after the 2-minute warning. All right, now 4th down and 10. So London will be ready to return the punt. So we got Larry Fitzgerald. He's ready to return. So he's going to use a juke move there. And he is returning this punt. And he is still on his feet. It looks like he is going to get a touchdown out of this one, folks. He is returning it all the way and claims a touchdown for the Bulldogs. So that's an awesome 84-yard punt return for the London Bulldogs. So Larry Fitzgerald does get his 2nd punt return for a touchdown this season. And the Bulldogs will lead this one 36-0 here in London. We're going to take a break. All right, and we get a fumble recovery out of this one. T-Sizzle with another fumble recovery. So this means London plays on offense. So basically we have 3 sacks defensively in this game. So New Orleans had to suffer their 3rd turnover of the football game, and they're going to throw this to Larry Fitzgerald. And Joe Flacco, he's 4 for 4, 112 yards. And he has a couple touchdowns in this game, surprisingly. So interesting to see how well this Bulldogs team has just progressed. So Frank Gore, he did lose 3 yards on that play. 2nd and 13 now, but do not worry, guys. We are still winning this game, and he has at least he passed over 100 yards, which is nice. And he has 128 yards, Frank Gore. So that's going to be a first and goal. We're going to use a 26 duo, and this ends the first half. I forgot to say it, but we'll see you guys in the third quarter. All right, now first and 10 from the 28 yard line, 29 yard line is what they say. So DJ Williams, he's going to throw this to Terry McLaughlin, the former Washington Redskins wide receiver, and he is going to get a touchdown out of this one for the New Orleans Saints. They were trailing by 36 in the first half, and they claimed that 71-yard touchdown there, and this will now be a 36-7 lead here in London. Okay, this is kickoff time here at Wembley Stadium. They're at the 35, and Jalen Ramsey, he will be ready to return the kickoff, and he will get stopped at the 33-yard line. So this will be a first down and 10. So we get to see the London Bulldogs play offense for the first time in the second half. So basically first and 10 now here for London. Joe Flacco, he is going to throw this football. He actually gets sacked, but Cam Jordan appears to be down and injured for the New Orleans Saints. He is also on our Orlando Wizards franchise. So originally from my Orlando Wizards franchise, I usually keep mine by geographical location, like how I relocate NFL franchises. And usually I like to put my teams in different areas. So like Louisiana isn't far from Florida, so and I usually like to put them down in Florida. So I made them the Orlando Wizards. So third down at 17. Now I'm going to throw this to Preston Williams, and he gets a first down out of this one. 5 for 6, 143 yards for Joe Flacco, 31-yard reception. So we're going to move the chains here, and we're going to get a first down. So all right, I'm going to use some Marvin Jones, and we're going to use a quick slants route here with only 3:02 to go in the third. Joe Flacco, he is going to throw this football out to Marvin Jones, and Marvin Jones gets stopped at the 11. All right, first and 10 from the 11-yard line. Joe Flacco, he is going to throw this to Marvin Jones, and that's still going to be incomplete, but this is now second down and 10. Hopefully we can get a touchdown on this drive. So Joe Flacco, he is going to scramble. He's going to throw this out to Marvin Jones. Again, he drops it. And we're just going to do a simple run play on third down and 10 from the 11. So Flacco, he's going to hand this off to Frank Gore, and he gets stopped at the 6. So this will result in a 4th and 5. I am not going to do field goals because I do not like having to do field goals, but at least you get 3 points out of it. So we're just going to run on 4th down and 5. Hopefully we can get this touchdown. Well, we didn't get a touchdown, but we did get a first and goal, which is better, which is decent, I'd have to say. And Flacco, he's going to hand this off to Frank Gore, and he does get a touchdown for the London Bulldogs. All right, now first and 10 from the 29-yard line. They're going to hand this off to Aaron Allen. 4 rushes, 8 yards on the play. So that's going to be a second and 10 now from the 29-yard line. And they are going to, I believe, throw this football. That's going to be incomplete. So this will result in a third down and 10 now from the 29-yard line with only 46 seconds to go in the third. And it looks like he gets sacked. The ball is out. Tony Jefferson makes that fumble recovery, and he is going to get a touchdown out of this one. This will be his second takeaway that he's claimed. The first takeaway was a turnover, which was that INT you guys saw in the first quarter. And the Bulldogs will lead it 50-7. We'll see you guys in the fourth quarter. All right, we're going to use some inside zone on first and goal. We're at the 3-yard line, beginning of the fourth quarter, and Frank Gore gets a touchdown for London. And this is going to be the 500th rushing yard of the season after achieving that touchdown. So he has at least had over 130 rushing yards in today's episode, which is good. Really good, because I'd like to see him be player of the week. So that's going to be really interesting. And Gore gets that 2-point conversion. All right, now this is going to be a 1st and 10 from the 31. And it looks like that DJ Williams, he attempts to throw a pass, but it turns out to be incomplete. So this is going to be a 2nd down and 10 from the 31. 3:50 to go in the 4th, as the New Orleans, they want to step up and score more touchdowns. But I don't know, with this time left, with 3:46 to go in the 4th, they're not going to tie up the game with the London Bulldogs. So they've made a lot of mistakes in today's episode by throwing INTs and being fumbled, losing a lot of those yards. And this will be a 4th and 11 now from the 30-yard line. 3:14 to go in the 4th. And Larry Fitzgerald, he is going to return this kickoff. He gets stopped at the 40-yard line with nearly 3:09 to go in the 4th. So we're going to be at the 40-yard line. So we're going to use the weak zone here, and we're going to use the slants route. So 1st and 10 from the 40. Joe Flacco, he is going to throw this to Larry Fitzgerald. And he gets a 1st down, though. So 7 for 10. 1 touchdown in this game. So Larry Fitzgerald has not scored a single touchdown. But it is interesting to see, because he had claimed over 100 yards receiving in today's episode. This is, I think, the first time in our London Bulldogs series that he's actually accomplished that. So that's pretty interesting to see there. Now we're going to use a halfback blast run play before the 2-minute warning comes up. Flacco, he's going to hand this off to Adrian Peterson, the former Minnesota Vikings running back. Gets stopped at 7. We're going to use that same exact run play, the halfback blast, but we're going to use Frank Gore on this run play, but there appears to be a flag there. So that is apparently a face mask, as I saw the defender grabbing the running back's face mask. So it is on Johnny Seymour. So we're going to accept this because we're at goal line. They don't give us the 15 yards, but they'll just give you like a short amount of yards. So 8 for 12, 212 yards for Joe Flacco. And we're at the 5-yard line. So with only 1:53 to go in the 4th, so Frank Gore, he gets stopped at the 7th. So it's 15 rushes, 137 yards for Frank Gore. So we're going to use a 26-0 run play. So Flacco, he's going to hand this off to Frank Gore, and he's still on his feet whatsoever. And he gets that touchdown for the London Bulldogs. So this will be a 6th rushing touchdown of the game. And they will lead this 65-7. Okay, 1st and 10, 43-yard line. There's only 56 seconds left in the football game. So they're going to throw this to Aaron Allen. So he steps out of bounds at the 43. So he did not lose nor gain any yards on that play, receiving wise. I mean, usually I say he did not lose nor gain any yards. Usually that's a running back's point of view. So Cam Hayward, the former Pittsburgh Steelers defensive lineman who played football at Ohio State, and to my knowledge, when he was on the 2019 roster, he was the only Pittsburgh Steelers player to play at Ohio State football. So 1st and 10 now from the 26-yard line. So Joe Flacco, he's going to run for it. And he gets a 1st down at the 10. So Thomas Davis, I think, claims his 5th sack defensively this season. So that's going to be a 1st and 10. The clock's winding down. 18 seconds to go. And they're at the 10. So Frank Gore gets a touchdown here for London. And due to the time that I have left on my camera, we're not going to do statistics today just for the time being. So anyways, all I want to say is thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Please stay tuned for more content in the near future. and we'll see you guys in the next episode.